Hi all of you, this is ABM Live Voice Station. Introduction to Sri Lanka. According to the area, Sri Lanka is spreading 120 on the southern left side of India, 65,610 kilometers. The former name of Sri Lanka was Ceylon. In 1972, from Ceylon to Lanka and then in Sri Lanka in 1978, Sri Lanka was added. Sri Lanka is a bilateral country located in the northern part of the Hind Mahasagar in South Asia. It is surrounded by 13,640 kilometers coastal area. Sri Lanka is also called the Indian Ocean Pearl. According to legendary belief, Sri Ram made the road to go to Sri Lanka, which still remains as a relic. Sri Lanka is located just 31 kilometers away from India. The capital of Sri Lanka is officially Sri Jayawardena. The executive capital is the Colombo. Sri Lanka's telephone code is 94 and national sport is volleyball. The currency is Sri Lanka rupee. Sri Lanka's mother is the national anthem here. Anand Samarkand composed the words and music of the national anthem in 1940, which was officially adopted as national anthem in 1951. Literacy of Sri Lanka is 92%, which is a total serial in all South Asia countries. Travel to Sri Lanka. If you want to travel to Sri Lanka, you can get tourist visa online easily. The cost of the visa is $20 for SAARC countries, but for the others, the fee has been set to $35. Tourist visa is issued for 30 days. Direct flight for Sri Lanka is less because the airport here is only in Colombo. By the way, if you prefer going to India from Sri Lanka, you will get many options. For example, you can take a direct flight from Mumbai, so you can take the boat off Kanyakumari. Tourist places of Sri Lanka. There is a lot to see and show in Sri Lanka, but we talk about some selected places. National Museum of Colombo, Victoria Park, Cigar Fort, Yala National Park, Kandy Tea Plantation, Pinavan Elephant Orphanage, Peak of Adam Mountain, Ravanna Falls, Gale Fort, Tracking of Nuwara Eliya, Orgam Bay, Pigeon Island, Buddhist Golden Temple, and the Sacred Tooth of Buddha located in the Kandy. History of Sri Lanka. The written history of Sri Lanka is available for 3,000 years. There is still evidence of being human on 1,25,000 years ago. It is here that the Buddhist scripture written in the time of the 4th Buddhist music in 29 BC was received. Sri Lanka has been ruled by the royal Singhal dynasty since ancient times. It is presumed that in 543 BC, Singhal people had landed in Sri Lanka, which is called Singhal. Their descendants were considered skillful in killing lions, hence their name is called Singhal. Probably named after the name of Zion in the name of Singhal. From time to time, the South Indian rulers were being attacked here. In the 3rd century BC, Maurya Emperor Ashoka sent his son Mahendra to Sri Lanka. From then on, Buddhism developed here. The abundance of tea, sugar, coffee, and cinnamon in Sri Lanka prompted the West to trade here. In the West, the Portuguese started establishing their fort in Colombo, the capital of the present day, and started trading in Sri Lanka to establish rights in the surrounding areas. This led to dissatisfaction among Sri Lankans. Inland Sri Lankans attacked Dutch with the Dutch, and killed him. But the Dutch did not even stand on the faith of the Sri Lankans. Then in 1818 the British got their right over Sri Lanka, which lasted until 1948, and Sri Lanka became independent in 1948. Sri Lanka's first Prime Minister Tilakaratne was formed in 1949. Civil War of Sri Lanka. Before knowing about why there is a civil war in Sri Lanka, the population and ethnic distribution here will have to be understood. With a population of about 22 million, Sri Lanka is ranked 57th in terms of population in the world. Sri Lanka is a multi-religious and multi-ethnic country. In the caste distribution, the major Sinhalese castes were 74%, 18% Tamils, 7% and 1% others. While Buddhist religion was considered a primary religion in 1972, seats for Tamils were reduced in world universities. This led to distrust in Tamils. This led to a spatial communal conflict. Ultimately, in this struggle, weak Tamil established the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam or LTTE under the leadership of Prabhakaran in 1972, and the war broke out on July 23, 1983, between the majority of the Sinhala and the minority Tamil in Sri Lanka. Taking the side of Sinhala, the government allegedly started taking unilateral military action on Tamils along with the Indian government. Sri Lanka suffered a lot due to the LTTE's massive defeat in this conflict, which lasted for almost 30 months. The war had to end in 2009. This conflict led to the loss of nearly 1 lakh people, and the loss of the government property of the Arabs. Administrative arrangements of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has formed a nation of 9 states. The capital of the central state is Kandy, the capital of Anuradhapura in the north-central, Jaffna in the north, the Trincomalis of the eastern, Kurunnagal in the northwest, the Gol of the south, Badola of Awa, Rathanpur of Sabargamua, and the Colombo of the west. These states have been built in 25 districts. The mandal offices come under these districts, and the deadly unit of the village is called village sector Val. Economy of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka retains its position in the world's 8th most exporting countries. It is mainly a farming country. The highest tea production is in Sri Lanka. Apart from this, there is also the production of coconut. Elephants in Sri Lanka. Written and presented by Manoj K. Jha.